Well, I will say this. I will say that I am warmed up. Hi, guys. Some of you will find this funny, like me. Some of you guys will make fun of me, which I don't mind, really. We should all make fun of each other in a healthy way, I think. Um, I'll tell you later. If anyone remembers, I'll tell you later. Okay, we are going to start with 5 deep breaths. I have been overly redundant, I believe, in the benefits of breathing consciously, deeply, and inhaling through your nose and out of your mouth, unless you know the words Ujjayi Pranayama, which, unless they don't literally ring a bell or you don't know exactly what they mean, those 2 words, Ujjayi Pranayama, then just skip that part. Inhale deep through the nose, keep the shoulders relaxed. Most of the time, the shoulders go up with the breath, okay? That's called the autonomic nervous system. Exhale all the air out. The intention is to do this through the belly. So we're shifting from breathing in the chest, which is the autonomic breathing system situation that happens. And grateful we are for this, right? Imagine if you had to think about every inhale, every exhale. I want to reiterate that I have spoken about the benefits of consciously inhaling and exhaling. Um, A lot. So please do see other videos. I don't want to be overly redundant to be overly redundant again about the benefits. They're many and they're everlasting. So the power of breathing consciously, deeply, and evenly in and out through your nose or in and out, in through the nose, out through the mouth is something that I can't I mean, I'm not selling anything here, guys. Um, but look into it for yourself. Also, look into other videos. I've spoken about it extensively, and we're going to do it together. So, most of the time, when you're breathing, your body is breathing you, and that involves the chest and the shoulders. So, I want you to, and this is what I used to teach people: have your hands the first breath or two. If you're not familiar with doing breath work, have your hands on your shoulders. So, just it's curious just to feel how much your shoulders. You don't even realize your shoulders go up a little bit. We're working with diaphragmic breathing. So we want to inhale through the nose. I'm going to ask you to do 2 things. Inhale through your nose and send the air low. So go below the chest. Make your belly big. Slowly. We're not in a rush. You're not taking a line of blow, etc. Exhale all the air out. Work with your stomach. Bring your belly in towards your spine. Make sure there's no air left. And then again, inhale, slow through the nose. Exhale all the air out. Bring the belly in towards the spine, emptying the lungs completely. I probably will never teach breathing without incentivizing your exhale with this. 70% of toxins leave your body through the process of exhalation. 70%, overwhelming majority of things that want to leave, exit your body, i.e., toxins, leave through the process of you breathing all the air out. So consider, how often do I exhale all the air out? Most likely, unless you're doing breath work daily, not often. Okay? So give yourself this. I like to put my hands up. I like to close my eyes. You can do as you wish. I'll just ask you to do 2 things for the next 5 breaths. Breathe in slow and low through the 2 holes in your nose, letting your belly and even your side body expand, and exhaling all the air out. Bringing the belly in towards the spine. Out of your mouth hole, unless you know Ujjayi Pranayama. Yalla, let's go. Inhale. Well done. So we're doing bedtime stories series, but I'm not in bed because I was watching something that was a little bit scary for me. Um, and then I have something cute to read if we get to it. Um, Hi Ashley. Oh, that's cool. You've said that before, I feel like metal metal, but I don't know. Art Bell 444. Did Ash fall asleep before she could tell us any bedtime stories? Wait, Constantine, you're so funny. Constantine might have been one of the people that was here when I literally did fall asleep doing a live stream. But I do maintain, as Constantine knows, I do maintain that I didn't leave you guys alone. Guys, whenever I try to do something that's smart with my hair, that's sustainable, this is what happens. Like, what even is this? So Constantine might have been here, but I will tell you, it was not like I left everyone hanging. Tell them, Constantine. This was also like 4 or 5 years ago. And also, I was really tired that night. I didn't leave everyone hanging. Osho was kind of running the show. We were doing a meditation with Osho at like 2 in the morning. This may or may not have been when Constantine told me to go to bed, which was hilarious. But I like so I had the computer because that's how we used to do it. I would like have like my phone and the computer. I don't even know Constantine. Maybe I got a different computer at this point. It was pure silliness. So the first thing I want to discuss is zombies. Just gonna go straight into it. I watched the craziest video today about. So I had heard this. Why did that just remind me of my aunt? I had heard. I think it's like a southern thing. I had heard that. I have heard in the past. My brain was familiar that there was a CDC document about. I just realized if I say that I might get in trouble. I hope not. Constantine remembers those days. Back in the COVID days, I would get like the weirdest strikes. I was like, wait, this is a WHO statement. How how's that my fault? So there's okay, I think this is fine to say. There is a public document on the CDC website about zombie preparations, how to prepare for zombies. And there are many different kinds, guys. I had no idea. Um The most likely ones are pathogenic. The weirdest ones are some the excuse me, KURU. Eating so we'll just get the nasty part out of the way. There's some tribes and groups of people on our planet that eat the brains of their loved ones after they die. Their bloods of they eat the brain. KURU equals eating the brain of dead relatives in their honor. So it's not exactly cannibalism in a way. I don't know. So parasites come from that, but parasites come from a whole bunch of other shit too, guys. Some of you guys know I did a parasite cleanse. I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. I used black worm. It was black worm. I got it at like not Whole Foods, but like you got to go to like your DL like health stops. Um, I don't know. I feel like Whole Foods is compromised, at least in LA. I don't know. But, it's always been just too expensive, like whole paycheck, whatever, that's a thing. Um, it was black worm and something else. I still have it. I'll put it in the description of this video. So, I will tell you, I felt could have been, placebo. Thank you for the super chat. It could have been placebo, but, placebo is a thing, guys. Placebo is a very powerful thing. Um, I wanna think it was the black worm that got the parasite, which I visualize as a black worm out of my body, but we'll just see what happens. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate you. So there's all these different kinds of zombies. Deter, which is I don't know. It's hard to read my notes at this point. I'm gonna get to the serious one though. That's like a no, I don't know. Anyone's guess, right? See, it's so annoying. I can't show you even my chicken scratch. If I put it next to my face, you can see it. Okay. Then the C's initiated by what? So wait, sometimes I write stuff down and I'm like, I'm writing a note to myself so I'll remember my notes. And I'm like, oh, never mind. These are not the types. Sorry. This is what's gonna happen. One of the craziest things in the video is like the zombies aren't coming, they're already here. So this is what happens with this is the so there's something called hold on. Not fuck. We're not fucked. We're good. Someone can help me with this. Calm audio 8888. It's a military document. It's not audio. Calm something 8888. So the first step that they will take, the first step is called deter. So trying to like keep people that are not infected away from other people that are or that are infected. Yo, I'm telling you guys, the thing that kind of screamed out at me the most is that civilians have zero protection if the shit goes down. None. We're left alone with them for 40 days under this military document. Okay. Calm 8888. Calm something 8888. Shouldn't be hard to find. I feel like calm stands for communications. C's. So then they'll quarantine areas. So if there are people that are this has already happened, guys. That already freaked me out. Like there were situations where things like this has actually happened. And it's not like I mean, you can over dramatize stuff like people with like holes in their face and like they're bleeding out of their head and like blah blah blah, blah. But this guy was like people that aren't thinking clearly, aren't speaking clearly, have kind of unchecked tempers. I was like, am I a zombie? Just kidding, but could be. I did do that parasite cleanse. People that are get nasty or really mean out of nowhere, right? I feel like we all know someone like that. More interesting was how he was saying that they kind of predicted that it would be a situation where whatever would make most people zombies, most likely a pathogenic situation, would what's the word I'm looking for? Not be reticent, be like chilling in a person or like there would be some time that would elapse that would between whatever made them zombified or made them change or change their brains or whatever um that they anticipated a period of time gestation is the word I think I'm looking for um so oh start calm 888 calm start 88888 maybe that's it I wrote it down like 4 different times but can't read any of them. Haha. Okay. So what happens after lockdown? If they find an area um that there's zombies, right? If they find an area and it's decided, hi citizen if it's decided that I hope you got my text message. That's all. If it's decided that this is an area where there's zombies and like, they can't sort out, they're gonna just pull out the military and it's at least a 40-day lockdown. Okay. So that'll be areas quarantined and civilians are not protected. Everyone just will have to fend for themselves. Local ops will determine water, power, uh, power something, and communications, comms. So I'm sure it's calm something. Um, Calm Plan 8888. It's called Calm Plan. COM for communications, I'm pretty sure. COMPLAN, I think 8888. So the pathogenic zombies, rabies is a thing. They're talking about how zombies literally already exist in nature, like deer that are bit by certain insects lose fear. I don't know if you guys know about squirrels, like two kind of halfway adopted ones. Um, so people are saying that, and this kind of freaked me out just because of Honda. Like I'll take a hit, right? But I won't let my dog get near anything dangerous. They were saying that squirrels and lots of rodents have a minimized fear of humans, which is not normal, a minimized fear of humans because of possibly a parasitic thing that could turn into a zombie thing later, right? So it gets all weird at the end. Um, but the military plan sucks, in my opinion, for everyone's record. So then it's kind of funny when they brought up the Kuru one, Kuru, which is not classified as cannibalism. It's classified as an honor because you're eating your parents' brains or your brother's brains because they died. And then you get a parasite from that. They said it's illegal. This blew my mind. If that's illegal in most US states. I didn't know that cannibalism was legal anywhere in the world, actually. I mean, did you? So the book that I have to read tonight. Aw, Citizen M, I knew you'd come around. And what did I say when I told you I knew you'd come around? Can't keep doing this to me. This is one of my favorite things that exists. Ugh. All I know is I put my face next to it, it becomes clear. Or my face becomes unclear. Princess Bride. I have to fix the. You guys, I'm figuring out StreamYard. One thing Citizen M can do for me, he can vouch for the fact that getting OBS, getting StreamYard, all this stuff has been a huge thing in terms of my evolution as a person on YouTube, period. What was I just going to say? There was some filter setting at some point, and I don't know how to exactly undo it. I don't see the option, by the way, so everyone knows. I was here for a solid 25 minutes doing my own live stream to myself before I realized I wasn't live. Again. Meaning, not again. Like I'm saying it for the second time tonight. Like again, I don't even know how many times that's happened. Okay, Princess Bride. It's a wonderful movie. It's a better book. Books are always better than the movie. Okay. And I'm going to learn my next feat when I can squeeze in some time. My next feat, goal, whatever, accomplishment will be figuring out Patreon lives. Patreon just set up a section where you can just do lives on Patreon. And I've always was like, it's so annoying to like have to do a lot. Like sometimes, straight up Constantine knows this. Sometimes I would straight up do a live or video. Live makes more sense actually. A live in the middle of the night just to upload it on Patreon. And then you do it unlisted. It's so stupid. I was like, can I just go live here? Okay. The Princess Bride. But my just to say this, we are going to read a bit of this. Like this version of this book. I mean, the Danielle got it for me. It's like so perfect, so beautiful. I kind of want to undo all the background blurring so you can see this. Like it's such a beautiful book. If I put my face. Oh! It's like weird. It's like that's my face. I don't know. Um, I just stole my own train of thought away, and then I punched myself in the face with a microphone that felt like a dick. So no, I mean it's actually funny at this point. I literally did a breathing exercise with myself before getting on here, but thinking that, we were all doing it together. Again, this is not this is not something new. Okay. This is another preamble? Hold on, sir, we can't do that. Okay. This is my favorite book in all the world, though I have never read it. Has anyone seen the movie? Like, I feel like a lot of people saw the movie. Um, how is such a thing possible? I'll do my best to explain. As a child, I had simply no interest in books. I hated reading. I was very bad at it. And besides, how could you take the time to read when there were games that shrieked for playing? Basketball, baseball, marbles. I could never get enough. I wasn't even good at them. But give me a football and an empty playground, and I could invent last second triumphs that would bring tears to your eyes. School was torture. Miss Roginski, who was my teacher oh, for third through fifth grades, would have meeting after meeting with my mother. I don't feel Billy is perhaps extending himself quite as much as he might. Or, when we test him, Billy does exceptionally well considering his class standing. Or, most often, I don't know, Miss Goldman, what are we going to do about Billy? What are we going to do about Billy? That was the phrase that haunted me for 10 years. For the first 10 years, I pretended not to care, but secretly I was petrified. Everyone and everything was passing me by. I had no real friends, no single person who shared an equal interest in all games. I seemed busy, 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 but I supposed if pressed, I might have admitted that for all my frenzy, I was very much alone. What are we going to do about Billy? I don't know, Miss Roginski. Um, how could you have failed this reading test? I've heard you use every word with my own ears. I'm sorry, Miss Roginski. I must not have been thinking. You're always thinking, Billy. You just weren't thinking about the reading test. I could only nod. What was it this time? I don't know. I can't remember. I haven't read this book in a long time. And to be fair, I actually remember the movie more. My friend got me this book for my birthday. And it's really cool just to have it. Um, was it Stanley Hack again? Stan Hack was the Cubs' third baseman for these and many other years. I saw him play once from a bleacher seat, and even at the distance, he had the sweetest smile I had never seen. And to this day, I swear he smiled at me several times. I just worshipped him. He could also hit a ton. Naguruski. He's a football player, a great football player, and the paper last night said he might come back and play for the Bears again. He retired when I was little, but if he came back and I could get someone to take me to the game, I could see him and play. Maybe if whoever took me also knew him, I could meet him after, and maybe if he was hungry, I might let him have a sandwich I might have brought with me. I was trying to figure out what kind of sandwich Bronco Nagaruski would like. She just sagged at her desk. You've got a wonderful imagination, Billy. I don't know what I said. Probably thank you or something. I can't harness it. Though she went on. Why is that? I think it's that probably I need glasses and I don't read because the words are so fuzzy. This would explain why I'm all the time squinting. Maybe if I went to an eye doctor who could give me glasses, I'd be the best reader in the class. You wouldn't have to keep me after school so much. She pointed behind her. Get to work cleaning the blackboards, Billy. Yes, ma'am. I was the best at cleaning the blackboards. Do they look fuzzy, Miss Roginski said after a while. Oh, no. I just made that up. I never squinted either. But she just seemed so whipped about it. She always did. This had been going on for 3 or 4 grades now. I'm just not getting through to you somehow. It's not your fault, Miss Roginski. It wasn't. I just worshipped her too. She was all dumpy and fat, but I used to wish she'd been my mother. I could never make that really come out right unless she had been married to my father first, and they gotten divorced, and my father had married my mother, which was okay because Miss Roginski had to work. So my father got custody of me. That all made sense. Ha! Only they never seemed to know each other. My dad and Miss Roginski, whenever they'd meet each other during the year, the Christmas pageant, when all the parents came, I'd watch the two of them like crazy, hoping for some kind of secret glimmer or look that could only mean, well, how are you? How's your life been going since our divorce? But no soap. She wasn't my mother. She was just my teacher. And I was her personal and growing disaster area. You're going to be all right, Billy. I sure hope so, Miss Roginski. You're a late bloomer, that's all. Winston Churchill was a late bloomer, and so are you. I was about to ask her who I was about to ask her who he played for, but there was something in her tone that made me know enough not to. And Einstein, him, I also I didn't know. Or what a late bloomer he was either. But boy, did I ever want to be one. So the book we're reading is called Princess Bride. There's a movie. No, I'm squinting because of my contacts. I just wanted to come on, first of all, to do breathing and to announce our new breathing challenge that's coming back tomorrow. Tomorrow, I love you. Remember Shirley Temple? Tomorrow, it's another shit show. Tomorrow's just a day away. So, we're gonna start another 30-day breathing challenge tomorrow. I'm gonna structure it a little bit differently. So we'll do 15 minutes of breathing, and you guys can ask questions or whatever. We can talk after, but I just want them to be short and sweet, so people do them. Hopefully, you guys will. And then let's see. Julian Huerta. Julian Huerta. Andre the Giant in the movie. Wait, what? Yes! Oh my gosh, Constantine. Also, Danielle literally goes hiking like an hour from where they filmed that movie. She sent me a picture. I saw the movie in middle school class. It's such a great movie. The girl, metal. I saw the movie in middle school class. The girl brought it for a movie night. Girls seem to love this movie a lot. So, boys should love it too. He was such a cool guy, that guy. Jack, right? I mean, I think it's Billy, but I think it's Jack in the movie. Yes, they showed it a couple times a week when I was in school. Interesting that they showed it in school. I was just thinking about that because I was like, were you like in I can't imagine an educational reason it would be shown in school. Does that make sense? Winston Churchill was a grower, not a shower. In the land on the land. See if she I mean, I think Winston Churchill did make it to the land, the Valley of Men, right? Is that what you meant? Yes, they showed it a couple times when I was in school. Interesting. I can't understand the educational purpose. I actually do believe it was like, I mean, come on. I think I've talked to you guys about the whole princess thing. Um, I think it was like a program that was sort of like our parents didn't even realize what they were doing, right? Does that make sense? So they're teaching us to be perfect and like princesses and treating us like princesses. But then it's like we get out into the real world and nobody else is on board. Does that make sense? Um, so and then also, I hate the word perfect. Like I really, really do. I want to stop using it, period. Tommy the Cat. You make me think about Watch the Cat. Tommy the Cat, you should check out a song. It's called Watch the Cat. WATH space THE. meow space CAT. Watch the cats. I mean, I did that in, like I used to teach, like, summer like, I was a counselor in camp for gymnastics camp and stuff, and we could, like, watch movies at lunchtime with the kids, like Disney and maybe I no, I don't think I ever showed them Princess Bride. I was mostly with, like, the 3 to 5-year-old kids. Um, so I don't think so. Like, we watched, like, Aladdin and, like, other movies, cartoons mostly. Um, but that was, like, summer camp, and it was lunchtime, and we're all having lunch. It was gymnastics camp, you know? Constantine. Exactly, story of my life. One time in gymnastics camp. Alright, I'm over and out, guys. What did I watch? Oh, you can just end it here if you want. What did we discuss today? We talked about zombies and that there's a CDC document called excuse me, let me go through my 2 lengthy index cards over here. Complan 8880. Here, I'll just look it up right now. Complan Constantine, do you know about this? You watch Sloan Bella? Complan 8880. I love my Sloan, but she just knows a lot more about this shit than me. I think that's how you and I know each other. Complan 8888. Okay. Came right up, guys. So, Constantine, wait, Constantine, are you a fucking mod yet? Hold on, let me make you a mod. So it's called Complan. Hold on, I have to do it on YouTube. Give me 1 second. It's not calm. Remember, I thought it was calm, like communications. It's Complan. Complan. Guess what that means, guys? Okay, buckle up, buttercups. Plan 888, also known as Zombie Dominance, is a U.S. military plan created for training purposes that outlines how to respond to fictional zombie apocalypse. It was designed to help military personnel learn strategic planning without the risks associated with real world scenarios. Do you guys remember what happened before 2020 when they had a, like, pretend what did you call it in school? Fire drill about a different situation? Ooh, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that to our attention. Um Then we read a bit of Princess Bride. We started with breathing. I started 20 to 25 minutes behind you. I mean, in front of you, before you, because I didn't know I didn't hit the live button. Oh, 1 second, Constantine. I was like, there's one other thing I need to do. It's you. Haha. That didn't sound right, did it? Um, I wanted to make you a mod. Wait. Wait a minute. I'm still live, right? Victorious. Oh my gosh, YouTube changes the weirdest things, guys. I can't even. Like, I'm literally trying to go on YouTube on my phone to make someone StreamYard on the computer, and I wanted to make Constantine a mod, and I can't pull up my own live because YouTube doesn't want me to. I don't know, and I can't do it through StreamYard that I can see. Put you no, I can ban you, I can delete it, but I can't how come I can't mod you? Alright, guys. Well, Constantine, I will try. The only way I know how to do it maybe I can do it tomorrow when I watch the chat from my phone. I don't know if that makes sense either. I will try. Um, thank you, RP. I'm on RFK. Yes, so that's an interesting thing to say, metal. Did you guys see, like, I don't watch the news a ton, but, there was, like, just on YouTube, like, President Trump is declaring, like, something very fucking emergency important that you should listen to right now. Like, that's how shit feels to me. I'm like, "Whoa, dude. Where's the" Oh! Lot of fires happening in a lot of places. What I mean, okay, what am I sup I hate that shit. That's why I don't watch the news on purpose, you know? But there was one that seemed like some kind of, like, emergency. Did you guys see that? It was like, it's probably still fucking there. It pissed me off because I was like, "Wait, I saw this last night, and I watched it" like an asshole, right? And I watched it last night, and it wasn't anything too fucking serious. They did bring up that this is it. Trump's latest news. Okay, they have a new one now, but it's like very serious. High important. I'm just kidding, but big announcement, huge, must listen. And it's like, so when you said that metal, I was like, yeah, he did have RFK there, and I'll just ask questions later, I guess. Dr. Oz. What is Dr. Oz doing at the White House? He's an actor. I don't even know if he's a real doctor. He might be, but I do agree with you though. In most things that I've heard RFK Jr. say, I agree with him. I will say this. Dr. Oz is like the wishy-washy reality doctor. Hold on, I don't need my zombie notes anymore. Dr. Oz is like the wishy-washy, like he might actually be a real doctor, unlike Dr. Phil. But he's still like wishy-washy Dr. Oz. Like, what are we doing? What's this huge announcement? I did hear something, and you guys know I extrapolate. I'll use that word. I like it. I get information from all different kinds of places, and I did hear something about September 16th. I don't know. I'll be working from home. I'll say that. And I told my friend they have to come over on September 16th. So I don't know. Look it up. See if you know anything, let me know. Sonar. So we did it. And here's what we're doing basically, guys. We're just swimming through to the next stage. A lot of it was me and like my throat chakra and feeling nervous and stuff. And then yeah, I'll take full accountability. We'll do that. But if you're like, why is she just randomly reading books and talking about stuff and like not reading the chat as much as she used to? I'll explain everything at one point. For now, oh, you know what's messed up? There wasn't really anything to like in terms of advice, not advice, it's not I don't like that word, guys. I straight up don't like it. Um, in terms of preparation, there really wasn't in much in that document. It was like you're on your own. Military personnel will be taken out and civilians will be on their own. And I thought that was weird because it's like that's like every zombie movie. I saw From Dusk Till Dawn for the first time tonight. I mean, I'd seen it like you know when you like sort of watch movies but you don't really watch them, that kind of thing. So I'd sort of seen it, but it was kind of stupid. I mean, also I was just like because I grew up when that movie came out, and it's just like movies are so different now, shows are so different now, but also the way that everything went down, it was like, okay, like, I mean, the storyline made 0 sense. What preacher is gonna take his 2 kids under 21 as far as he took them? I mean, it was just silly, right? But I guess some things are meant to be silly. Mm. Hi, Rochi. Who are you threatening? Little cupcake because we'll just little cupcake you out of here. Danielle! I was just reading the book that you got me for my birthday. Can somebody who's a mod block this cupcake girl? Ban user and their comments. Okay, so we did story time. We did it in a bit of a more classy situation, I think. Wearing more clothes, if you haven't noticed. And as Danielle said, I think bedtime sessions, and it is fun to do, like chilling in bed and talking to you guys under the blankies at nighttime. But I think that should be a Patreon thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait, Danielle, do you have the ability to make Constantine a mod? Danielle should just have like literally the remote control for my life, which she kind of does, but I just wish I could give her more. Oh, Danielle, I know how to do it. If you send me the no, I don't know. Can you send me this live stream? I know it sounds silly, but you know my brain, it sometimes works. Oh, never mind. I'll send it to myself. Let's see if that works. So if this actually works, Constantine, this will be hilarious. By the way, everyone else, we're gonna edit this because we edit around here. You can just go because the show is over. If we want to call it a show. Oh my god, Erica Kirk just texted me. Sorry, but that was fucking weird. Like, I'm not gonna get into it, but I don't even know if they should be doing these kinds of things. Okay. Got it. Okay, so Constantine, got you. Cookie, you messaged me too, by the way. So add as moderator. I've got my eyes on you as well. I'm not into I just want the hardcore fucking trolls. Okay? None of this pussyfooting around with your cupcakes and whatnot. Constantine, can you write something? Okay, perfect. All right, guys. That was a funny one. Get it? Cupcake, cookie. It's like, I'm sorry. If you're not gonna call me a cunt and a whore, what are you even doing here? I only accept the nasty, nasty, nasty troll. Okay, guys. So it's the middle of September. It's been a great Constantine's dope. I've known him for years. It's been a great summer. I was thinking about this because LA doesn't actually have like seasons as much as a lot of you guys do. And I was like, what did I do this summer? Danielle came. Danielle's coming again. Danielle came at the end of June. I worked a lot. Um, I dabbled quite a bit. Went on a bunch of random dates. Mostly worked. I was like mostly worked and dabbled. I slept, I ate, you know, normal things. Um, but it's a new kind of like season. So I think we should embrace it. I can't believe it's almost 2026. That's nuts. I was like, wait, because Danielle's coming in December and then it's 2020. Like it's nuts. But I am seeing some cool things. Again, I'm starting the breathing videos tomorrow. Danielle, I haven't even told you about this yet, but you know, once I say something on air, it is done. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do this. Danielle, what did I say last time? I said never make me do a 30-day challenge. She didn't make me. I come up with the shit on my own. She's like, why are you doing this? We're gonna do what did I say? What did I say, Danielle? Never make me do it so many days in a row or so many days, period. Maybe it should be every other day. Here's what's going to happen, guys. Tomorrow, a breathing challenge is going to happen, but I'm going to discuss with Danielle exactly how all of this is going down. Who is Danielle? You might wonder. You will never know unless you're in Sonar. So, we're going to start a breathing challenge. So, challenge, I just like that word. I used to use it at the studios. Just meaning I want to invite you to challenge yourself to breathe consciously, cognizantly, deeply, and evenly, like for 10, 15 minutes maximum for, let's call it 15 days. I might do every other day, but I'm a woman of my word, so it literally bothers me when I don't do something. How many times Danielle had to listen to me say, "Stop it." I'm so tired, but I have to do the breathing video right now. She's like, "You don't have to." I'm like, "Yes, I do." Like, if when I say I'm gonna do something, it's one of my things. If I don't do it, it will bother me until I do it. I just thought about that maybe is a part of my personality that bleeds into me needing to confront people. Rochi has seen it, Danielle has seen it. Like, when somebody fucks with me, or as it happened with Rochi and myself, if somebody says something that I don't understand before I meet them, I'm like, "So why'd you call me a cunt?" Like, I need to get it out of the way. Does that make sense? Like, let's be on the same page. I can't do the, like, playing around fake things. Just not my style. Good thing it happens to be that in the UK, good thing for Rochi and me at least. In the UK, calling someone a cunt, it's actually, like, it's not, like, horrible. It's not so much, it's not necessarily a compliment, but it's not, you know, it's not what it is here, we'll say. Thanks, Poncho Pilot. We're just chilling over here. Um, she's as sweet as candy. Isn't that a song? I think you should give, oh God, don't not write that name here. Um, I'll start reading you the dictionary. No, I do have to go though. Um, my friend was like, "Should I just text you? Like, you do have the propensity to." Because I'm like, I'm just gonna be doing. Oh, never mind. Never mind that. Because I do have the propensity to go off the rails. We're starting a breathing challenge tomorrow. By challenge, I mean I want to invite you to do something for yourself for 15 days, not 30. Just to be very clear, we are not doing 30 days in a row. That almost broke Ashley's last. Where's Mitch, by the way? Where's Monk Monty? We're gonna do 15 days, and most likely I'm gonna do it like this, but I will consult with Danielle. Who is Danielle? None of your business. Um, so I think I'll do it like this. Starting tomorrow, 100% we will be starting tomorrow. I think I'll do this. I think I'll do a breathing video with an exercise, and that will be your exercise for tomorrow and the next day. And then the next day, we'll review the breathing exercise from Monday. On Wednesday, we'll review Monday and then review it, make sure we've got it. And then we'll introduce a new one on Wednesday. And then you'll have homework to practice on your own Thursday. And then we'll review Monday, Wednesday. On Friday, introduce a new one. That's, I think, what I'm going to do. Unless Danielle has, like at the end when like people are getting married, like, do you have an objection? Danielle will be like, "Wah! No, I want it done this way." Unless Danielle says this. So I'll see you tomorrow, probably. I have a date tomorrow night, which Danielle doesn't know about yet, but now she knows. But she already knows who it is. Um, I'm thinking like 1 my time, 1 p.m. my time, between 1 and 2 my time. So dun, 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 between like 4 and 5 East Coast. Danielle and Rochi time is plus 8 hours. Wait a minute. Hold on. 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. in England. All right, guys, I'm out. I love you more. So I'll see you tomorrow for breathing. Remember, do a portrait live tomorrow so we can, yeah. No, I have to fix, I didn't see where it was. Hold on, maybe I can do it right here. No, too many options. I'm afraid of what's gonna happen. I can see though, it's settings. It's gotta be under settings. It's a filter thing. It's only filtering the back. I can see everything I love and, you know what I'm saying. Um, yeah, we're not listening to people like this. Okay. And I wanna say a prayer for my Aunt Kathy, who I love, and I'm just saying her name, and, that's it. And that she's in peace and happy in that. And thank you for being my aunt. Oh, thank you, Constantine. Yeah, because I was like, I can press this. Thank you so much for telling me that. I can press this settings button, but a whole bunch of options come up. And Constantine, you know me. I mean, I'll just disappear. Number one Josh Denny fan. Why are you number one Josh Denny fan? Why aren't you numero uno Josh Denny fan? Also, don't you have a wrench? Hi, Nasty Neil. You missed the bedtime story, but I'll tell you guys another one. So once upon a time, there was a little girl named Sharpie, and there was a little boy named Pencil. And Sharpie and Pencil used to like to play together all the time. They would walk down the streets, and Sharpie would do things, and Pencil would do things. And they grew, they grew up. They grew. They went hold on. So they grew up, and when they were kids, they would just play around, right? So it would be Sharpie and pencil playing around, and they would write on the streets and do all kinds of things. And then when they got older, one day Pencil was like, "Yo, Sharpie, how come your shit's still on the street, but everything that I've ever written down isn't there anymore?" And Sharpie's like, "Bitch, I don't know. Maybe you're not writing well enough. Let's go to school." Do 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 do. So they keep going to school and they keep writing. And Pencil's like 2 years later, they're teenagers. He's like, "Yo, I've been writing it the same way as you, with the same amount of effort, the same amount of strength, but your shit is always still there, Sharpie. Where's my shit at?" And Sharpie's like, "Again, I don't have time for this, Pencil. Like, go ask your mom or something, or your dad, or your mom and your dad." And so then Pencil goes home and he asks his mom and his dad, like, "Hey, mom and dad, how come my friend Sharpie's stuff stays everywhere and my stuff never stays anywhere?" And they're like, "We've never even been sharpened. Why are you complaining to us?" Um, I make myself laugh. Get it? His parents never got sharpened, so they couldn't even explain why the Sharpie marker. Okay, there's a joke in there. Um, who said "oof"? I feel like I killed that one. Don't say things like this about people, and especially about breakfast foods, right? Pastries should be innocent and off limits. Bye, guys. Have an amazing night and a better tomorrow. I'll see you for breathing 101. We're going to get back into it. Remember, we read about zombie apocalypse. You can look up what was it? Oh, you want to fuck with me? What did you say? Nasty Neil, who writes me on Twitter. People make mistakes. That's why pencils have erasers. Did you say something rude? Oh, I thought you said something else. I'm always waiting for someone to say something rude, and I have to stop doing that. I should wait for people, and we should all do this. Wait for people to say something nice, or instead of expecting something bad to happen, expect something good to happen. Wait for something good to happen. Don't expect What okay, the document. Don't look for what bad could happen. Don't worry about this. Wait and look for the great things that could come of the decisions that you make and the choices that you choose. The document about the zombies is con. C-O-N. What was that, guys? Con plan 8888. It comes up super easy on Google. Con plan. CONPLAN 8888. 8888. And then we read some of The Princess Bride, which we'll continue to read. See how Billy fares. And then what else did we do? Oh, we started with breathing. I keep forgetting that we started with breathing because I did it twice. Danielle, I didn't press the live button again. So you know how that goes. Um, what else did we cover? Our breathing challenge. So we're all going to commit to 30 days of breathing, which will be 15 days of instruction with me, but 30 days of breathing for everyone. And then we'll see how we feel after 30 days. I'll only be teaching every other day though. So starting tomorrow, just to recap, I will teach a breathing exercise that we'll go through thoroughly for 12 to 15 minutes maximum. You can't see my link. And then you'll practice it as homework on Tuesday. We'll recap it on Wednesday and learn another one Wednesday, and we'll just keep doing it like that. Yeah. I love The Princess Bride. I found the board game there's a board game? Danielle, did you know there was a board game? We didn't know this. There's a board game? I gotta find out about this. All right, guys. Have an amazing evening. Oh, that's what was on the tip of my tongue. Black in Beauty. That's the show that I watch. I like sharing shows that I watch with you guys that I enjoy. Black in Beauty. It's not for everyone. Not recommending it to anyone. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I was thoroughly shocked when I saw it was number 1 in the US. I don't know how they do that. Like, I wonder if like the number 1 show in LA is the number 1 show in Memphis, Tennessee, or the number 1 show in, you know, San Antonio, Texas. I don't know. Specifically with this show, I don't see it. Or, you know, Rhode Island is so small. I'm trying to think of that one place I went to in Rhode Island, but the whole place is like it was like the smallest place I've ever been. One of them. I'm trying to think of something very remote, like Bakersfield is Bakersfield, right? It's probably very popular there. It's a show that I wouldn't recommend to anyone, to be clear, but that somehow is number 1 on Netflix. It's Tyler Perry. Enough said, I guess. I don't know. But, I really enjoyed it for this reason. I very much resonate with people that get stuck in situations, impossible situations with fucking demonic assholes everywhere, and they somehow still win and they stay good. Like they keep their hearts on point, they keep their hearts clear, they keep their integrity on point, and they still win. It doesn't mean they have to not do some like dirty stuff sometimes. This happens, but they build resilience, but they still they they keep going. Most importantly, they keep their heart on point. I think I'm getting tired. I'm not saying that as articulately as I want to, but I very much resonate with like June Osborne's character in Handmaid's Tale, Kimmy in Black and Beauty. Like these are people that I feel like I've I've experienced so much of what they've experienced, like being a prisoner, being there's different levels to this, right? Being a slave, oppressed, and then getting out and being free and freeing other people and doing everything that you can to try to I mean, the number one thing for me that has been kind of counterintuitive in my life is taking care of myself before other people, but knowing that, and back to this analogy that I brought up a bunch of times, I'll leave you with this. The human heart has to pump blood to itself before anywhere else in the body. So when you think about, like, it's very counterintuitive for me to be a selfish person. I usually think about other people first. But when you think about the human heart, it has to be selfish to take care of your body. It has to pump blood to itself before the rest of the body. So, for example, one of my best friends said, Ashley, when Ashley's okay, everyone that Ashley loves is okay. So, in like my late 30s, actually, let's be real, early 40s is when I'm learning now to put myself first because that's how everything else works. But another thing is, and this is a different video, but we all have different paths. And just because, even especially where I grew up, like you were supposed to be married with a house and a white picket fence and 1.2 kids or whatever by my age, or 2.5 kids, whatever it is. It's like my life didn't end up that way. That's not how it went down. And I think it's very weird that I spent even a minute more than that, like years, a couple, thinking that I was like a loser or an idiot because I wasn't in this perfect box that I was supposed to be in per someone that or a few people that proposed this like years ago. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to encourage people to live the life that makes them happy, whatever that looks like, literally. Um, yeah, live for you. Choose you. There was a video I found. I couldn't believe, and I love my one of my favorite songs ever. I'm like, again, I'll leave you with this. Fiona Apple, Shadow Boxer. She was 19 when she made that speech at the VMAs, and she said, "Choose you. Don't wear what we're wearing. Don't think that what we're doing is cool. Don't look at us like for anything but, enjoy the music, whatever," she says. I posted it somewhere, I think on YouTube. She's like, "Choose you. Choose you." Thank you for that reminder, Constantine. Choose yourself. Live for yourself. Yeah, and guess what? And case in point, you know how we know Fiona Apple is a dope ass bitch? You can't find her. Literally. She's dope as fuck. I love that girl. I think she got into I just couldn't believe she was 19, Josh. I love you guys. Bye bye. I couldn't believe she was 19 and had the bravery to say that. But it's also like I think going through what I'm sure she had experienced at that point. I was also like, I don't know, were we older in the 90s? Like emotionally or how do I want to say it? Like it blew my mind. She was saying something so profound and she was 19. I was like, I was 19, like I don't know. Like I mean, I've never not been intelligent, but I feel like at 19, I don't know if I would have had the I don't know, the wherewithal to understand so many things. Your frontal lobe for women, I think it's 22, 23. For men, it's like 24, 25, is not developed. This is like the main center of the brain that is responsible for making the right and the wrong decision. Yeah. You interviewed Fiona Apple? Oh, her dad? That's amazing. He's an actor. I interviewed him about his Christmas horror movie from the 80s. Interesting. It's always interesting how like Fiona Apple is, I mean, in my opinion, a force of nature in her own league. But it's always interesting how they have like sometimes someone connected somewhere, and it's like, really? Her dad had a video in the 90s? Her dad must have been smart. I hope that he advised her, and that was maybe part of why she knew to remove herself from such a toxic part of our planet. Oh, that's the name of the movie, Christmas Evil. Cool. I'll check it out. I hope your puppet is going well. Bye bye. Have an amazing evening and a better tomorrow. I'm bringing that back. Also, I realized this, guys. You know when I do this? That's also from Saturday Night Live. They're like, oh, well, Justin. Da, 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 da. Hello, welcome. It's the top of the hour. Just kidding. All right, it's the bottom of the hour. Bye, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting the channel. And I'll see you soon. I'll see you tomorrow because we'll be breathing together for the next hopefully forever. It's good to see you back, numero uno Josh Dunning fan.